Hi everybody, I'm Delaney Gabriel and the date is July 26, 2019. I'm making this video for one of my clients who sent an email to me today asking what she could do for her vaginal dryness. So from the sound of things, she's doing pretty well overall, but she's not lubricated enough for intimacy, intercourse, of course. So here's the problem. I don't know what the rest of her symptoms are besides that. So she wants me, because she's been with me for a long time and she thinks I can just, give her these answers, which I typically can do, but only after I have enough information. So what I told her to do for the next 2 weeks is to increase the quantity of the hormones that I have her using right now by doubling that dosage for 2 weeks, and let's see if that helped. And then in 2 weeks, I want her to schedule a telephone appointment with me so that I can discuss what any other symptoms are that she may have. So the issue is, and the issues are, that if somebody's already using hormones, it's because I've looked at their blood tests, I've looked at their health history, I figured all this stuff out and came up with a treatment program for her. So that was working for a while, now it's not. And in the process, I think it's been maybe a couple of years since I've had contact with her. So in this process, she's 2 years older and then I guess 2 years drier. So that's not what we girls want. So after the 2 weeks, what I'm going to talk with her about is I need to know if her breasts are engorged, because I don't know that. I need to know if she's having any kind of abdominal cramping, if she's gained any weight, if she has migraines or headaches. I need to know whether she's feeling anxious or aggressive, or maybe the opposite of that if she's depressed. I need to know if if her sleep patterns have changed. Is she sleeping better? Is she waking up more often? So there's just a lot of information that I need before I can decide whether her increasing this dosage of her hormones for 2 weeks is actually a good thing or not. So there are times that even if the outcome is good, but if I hear answers to these other questions that I just mentioned, if I'm not getting the answers that I feel like are safe in that regard, then I would look to other things. So what would those other things be? So if she says her breasts are engorged, or she feels like she's bloating, or she's having any kind of issue that I feel like would be an estrogen dominant situation, then I'll say, well, then you can continue with your higher dosage of the hormone cream, but I want you to take some calcium diglucarate, which is an aromatase inhibitor to help break down the estrogens. And I might want her to take Dim Curcumin, which is another one of my private label supplements. That's a combination of the Dim, the diindolylmethane, and curcumin, another word for turmeric. And the reason I would do that is to, again, further break down those estrogens, but deal with any kind of inflammation at the same time through the turmeric. So, or I might just want her to use my private label that is just Dim, D-I-M, diindolylmethane. So it'll be whether or not I can determine whether there's inflammation involved, or if she just needs more estrogen that she could get from using the hormone cream, but whether or not she's breaking it down and converting that estrogen so it can also leave her body and not just add up and cause other concerns. So I hope you'll give consideration to this if you have similar symptoms, and I hope that this just really helps. So thanks for listening, and more videos to follow today from other questions that I've had today. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.